good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I just wanted to take you on a little update tour of the back pool garden. It rained a lot, and then we had a big bout of sunshine, and then again yesterday we had thunderstorms and a little bit of sprinkling, but not heavy rain. So we've got a flush of roses in bloom, and I just wanted to take you around and show you, and I'll quickly give you a scan of the flowers and how they've bloomed in the rest of the perennial section. So here we go. We can see that the guara is fully flowering pretty much everywhere. There's a few bits that haven't quite come into flower, but I'm gonna walk backwards here and turn it to fall. If you can see here, the Russian sage is really coming in, and I will take you on that tour right there and show you that in a second. That is my Memorial Day rose that came back into bloom, so I'm super excited about that. See it again. Again, Russian sage, sedum doing really well again. And I'm going to turn you around, I think, and just give you a little overview of everything so you can see it more clearly without me having to walk backwards. But I just wanted to show you this beautiful day. There are some beautiful cumulus clouds up in the sky, and it's blue, and the forest is looking lush and green. The phlox is finally here, and it's a much deeper, sort of a purpley pink than I thought it was going to be, which I don't mind. It sort of matches how the salvia looked, the darker salvia. Here's the guara again. You can see our nepeta has really come in. The salvia is kind of gone over, if you can see, but the stems are still like that purpley color. This is the Russian sage coming in. That's like the second second part of the season. I feel like the salvia comes in, then it goes away, the Russian sage fills in, then the salvia comes back for a second round afterwards. We've got the hydrangeas coming back in slowly here, and then the marigolds have really taken off into lots of flowers. We've got the sedum going, and we've got, like I said before, the Russian sage, the nepeta going here, just beautifully draping over the stone wall. And then we've got here, the asters are, I would say, twice as tall as they were last year. Again, we've got the sedum growing. This one doesn't get as big. I think this little section here gets so much sun because there's nothing in the back over there. So it kind of grows in a little bit slower. I think it's too hot. We've got the hydrangea growing wide but not tall over here. And I'll show you down the way. It's a little bit different. Here we've got more asters coming in, all different faces. Look at these bumbles, if you can see these little teddies. They're so fuzzy, they just love it. Look at them. There's like 30 or 40 of them. Oh my goodness, it's a whole tribe of bumbles. Here we've got the guara fully in bloom. Here again, dark pinky phlox back here, and that should sort of become a big, sort of a bushy thing and not just one stem. So hopefully next year, I guess, if not this. This hydrangea is new. We planted it because it was an empty spot here, and it's already happy and flowering, so that's exciting. This is our boxwood. We've got more salvia here. Some of it's still flowered. Alliums are ready to go on this one. My goodness, look at all those heads. Woohoo! I've got my orange marigolds on this side. Again, more alliums and lots of buds over here. Got the guara, and look at this beautiful dahlia. Update, there was that big flowering leafy thing here, and it started flowering, and I was pretty sure it was not a dahlia, so I took it out. But you can see here a little bit of zinnias coming up. That's exciting. Lavender, super huge on this side. Just yummy. It's just looking real happy and in bloom, so that's been really nice to see. And now I'm going to take you over to the roses. Okay, real quick before we move on to the rose garden, I wanted to show you these roses. They are kind of gone over on this side because the rain yesterday made these last few blooms just fall down. But I think it'll keep coming back in. We've got a couple in bloom here. You can see how pretty and like a light creamy pinky peach they are. They're really nice. We've got the tuberose. Sorry, these are the I know this noise might be really annoying, but I hope you will forgive me. This is our vole control, and it's our eco-friendly way to sort of keep the moles and voles and groundhogs and things like that away from trying to eat everything. And I find it really has worked. It took a while for it to start being annoying enough to work for them, but I put them every few feet. So I'm sorry, and you'll have to excuse that noise, but also appreciate it because it is a non-killing way to control the pests in the garden so they don't become pests, and then they can eat the things that are outside the fences and still be happy and fed. Gonna start here with Memorial Day, a beautiful pink pastel with a deeper center. You can definitely see the yellow stamens in the center when it opens, but it's very full, so barely see that. That's our second huge flower, and they're really big. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see against my hand. You see? Nice full flower. Very pretty. So that's Memorial Day. Here we've got Earth Angel. It is a parfuma rose, so it's supposed to be very fragrant. I can't smell it yet. We've got a bunch of buds coming in different stages. I think this one's gonna come first. And it's supposed to be almost like a peony style, so it'll be really, I can see there are lots of petals in the middle, and it's gonna be like a very light pink. As you can see, it almost comes in like a lemony cream on the undersides, and then it turns definitely into like a very light pastel pink. So excited to see that one. Hasn't seen a flower yet this season. Next we have Souvenir du President Lincoln. It is a deep, deep pink when it starts, and it's going to be not quite as light as the Memorial Day, but I think are along those lines, but maybe more of a deeper leaning towards that Barbie pink color in the center. And I can't wait to show you when those flowers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can count here, and possibly more coming in for its first flush. So I will keep you posted. This beauty is called Karl Lagerfeld, and I have heard that it takes a season or so to sort of come into its own. Definitely don't see any buds yet. That's not to say we won't get a flower before the end of the season, but this is early, so hopefully we'll see some action here before the summer's over. If not, then, next season we should see something. Here's the young Lascivious again. I showed you last time, and as you can see, there are no blooms currently. However, look at how much she's grown. He's grown, maybe I should say. He's all bushy and leafed out, and it's super exciting. This is the biggest one we have. We got this from a local nursery here. So it was in a 2-gallon, but nice and big plant already. So that's been really nice to have something kind of ready to go. All right, here we've got Princess Alexandra of Kent, and it's got really teensy leaves. We had 2 flowers come in, but the rain just knocked them right off. So that was when we had the strong thunderstorms. So sorry I missed it and wasn't able to show you. It literally came in by the evening, and by the next day, the rains and the winds had sort of taken their toll on poor little flowers. But that's okay. Hopefully we'll get some more buds, and I can show you next time she blooms. Here we've got Tess of the D'Urbervilles. She is more of a magenta purpley red, sort of verging on the darkest pink you could find. In pictures she does look deep, deep red like this. However, she's kind of coming in like I wanted her to, a little bit more on the magenta side. So that's nice because it matches the whole theme of the pinkishness in the garden here. And this one can be grown as a bush or as a climber. So as you can see, she's definitely wanting to come out this way. And I haven't decided yet what we're gonna do, have her go along the fence or just keep her in this little area. So we'll keep you posted on the updates and how that goes. Here is April Moon. Oh, and it kind of sprinkled and rained a few times yesterday. I was afraid we would lose this little bloom because it was already far along, but we didn't. And you can see the nice yellow stamens in the center. I think it's just about to go over because it's kind of browning at the ends, but look, we've got a new one here. Got some bud over there and another bud over here. It's still in its green leafy stage. And this one smells very lemony as opposed to the rosy scents and the raspberry rosy scents that the other ones had that I showed you last time. The young Lascivious had that raspberry. Memorial Day has more of that soapy rose smell, and this has like a lemony rose scent. So all different. It's kind of fun. Now we're getting to the last three, and these are teensy tiny puny ones. So here we've got Queen of Sweden, and I sure hope she enjoys herself because she looks so tiny. And these came online, so they were definitely cut back really hard. And I just need to keep an eye on them and keep them well watered because it's on a big slope here from the forest down. And I don't know if you can tell, but so this dries out really fast. So we just had a big rain yesterday, like I said, and it looks completely dry to the touch. So I'm gonna get to watering that right after I finish filming here. Here we've got a rose from my hometown, from Santa Barbara. And this one is called O'Hara, which I got because I don't know if you guys watched the old movies or like the original old Parent Trap, but I loved Maureen O'Hara, the actress. So I don't know if it's named after her, but that's why I got it. So it's fun. Weird trivia fact that I happen to know. Did you know that Bono became best friends and neighbors with Maureen O'Hara in Ireland? And Bono's wife had started that company that does like organic fabrics and everything, and Maureen O'Hara ended up being in her older life a big environmentalist. So just a weird fun fact I happen to know. Here we've got the Almwick Rose, and it's going to be a deeper salmon pink. This one also came online and super cut back, but it is loving this spot because it's already leafed out. It lost some leaves from the transplant shock, but it's already starting to grow new foliage, so that's been exciting, and hopefully we'll see maybe a bud, I would think, soon enough. And that's my rose tour. Currently, we've got 3 waiting in the garage, which I will show you on another occasion. Okay, so that's the update of the pool garden. Thanks for joining us on Garden Tours, and I will see you next time. Bye.